back again to sleeping dogs in Djuma. There's only really two activities with wild dogs. One is this, the other is high adrenaline moving. Nice to see them nice and relaxed. Be interesting to see their dynamics and where they move to. Beautiful thing about these open reserves with the Kruger is you never know what you might find. Every morning safari can be different. Yeah, go ahead.
Steve, just to let you know, those Impala that we had on Chile Cutlass are slowly now moving from Port straight into Club and Link on Chitwa, so I'm going to follow something.
Copy, thanks very much. I'm here with wild dogs on Impala clearing though, thank you. So everybody, please do remember, Leopard Fest starts tomorrow. We'll be taking a trip down memory lane and looking at clips from our royal family of leopards over the last 20 years. So please do join us on the Sunset Safari for a celebration of this wonderful family of cats. It's an interesting landing back in Djuma now and trying to figure out who's who. How things have changed since I was last here, and quite excited to be uncovering and finding some spots over the next few days. I need to go back to my list, but I think 36 is the number of different leopards I've seen in this area, which is a lot of leopards. Tristan will be back soon and he'll be able to tell us how many thousand he's seen. But obviously that incorporates Torchwood and Buffelshoek and Chitwa. But the leopards of the Sabi Sand Wildlife Reserve, this is the place to see them. Leopard lover, I have seen a Cape leopard. I've actually been involved with the capturing of one. A friend of mine, Janine McManus, still does work for the Landmark Foundation. She did a master's and PhD on the leopards of the Cape, and she found some really interesting information. And they were instrumental in the in trying to promote the trying to remove or prevent farmers from using gin traps on their farms to keep their goats and sheep safe. So they started collaring leopards down in the Cape and using live cage traps where they bait, and then they catch the leopard, and then once the leopard's caught they collar and then can monitor the movements, and then are willing to pay any farmer for the loss of any livestock that might have been incurred due to the leopard. So it's been a really good movement. Back in 2000 and when was it? Quite a few years ago, I was involved. I went and helped Janine, one of the farmers, re-caught a leopard that had been caught before, and he was a big male leopard, and he weighed 36 kilograms. He was a big male. So think about that. There's a big male leopard weighing less than the average female here. So not everybody always understands the weight of these animals, but a big male leopard that we caught at St. Kitts back in 2008 or 9, who was in pretty poor condition at the time. He was riddled with TB and had lost a lot of weight. He weighed 98 kilograms. So a male leopard in his prime, 100, 110 maybe. I don't think we always know. Everyone says 90 is a big male leopard, but that male was 98 and he was in poor condition. So 36 for a big leopard in the Cape. Very, very special. They are the same species, everyone. They're just adapted to feed on a much smaller prey base. So being smaller has been beneficial. There are movements of big leopards from the Eastern Cape in towards that area, and there will be breeding between them. But it is beneficial in a low prey base or small prey base environment to be a bit smaller, a bit more agile, but less energy to move. So 36 kilograms, is that just over 80 pounds? It's not very big. Columba must be about the 55 range. I'll see if I can get her to step on a scale for me when we find her. She is very accommodating like that. Although we will find out, and we won't actually tell you the weight because she's quite shy about that. We'll keep that personal. I jest, everybody. She doesn't mind at all. Well, the wind seems to have dropped slightly. Oh, William, I'm glad this made your day. This has made my day as well. I do spend a lot of time out in the wild places, and I have spent a number of moments with wild dogs, but every time I found them, or I see them, I feel truly blessed. Truly, truly blessed. Especially when we consider how few wild dogs we used to see when I first started guiding. Seeing wild dogs was like the most special of special things to see because you just never saw them. And here we sit in a wild dog sighting. 2 other vehicles have been with us and have left. And here we are on our own. That just goes to show you how much more commonly they are seen. They are found more often than they used to be, because before we would be on a standby 10 by now for people trying to see these dogs, especially dogs that aren't moving. You would think we would be quite busy, but we are alone, and that is wonderful.